Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Freedom Homestead. I'm Jack.
I'm Tangie.
And yeah, thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey guys. Today's been kind of crazy.
Well, this whole weekend's been crazy. We'll get into that here in a few minutes. We got several people already joining us. We're going to give you a few minutes.
Hello, Brianna and Mandy and Rachel's Nest and Nicholas.
Table sticking.
Well, that's not good. How's everybody doing? Did you guys have a good weekend? Is it pretty where you are yet? Hey, Nanda. Oh, Art of Creation is here.
Hi, Nanda.
Changing Wind Farms. Kelly. Oh, my goodness. All of our friends are showing up.
Yeah, they're
Hello,
rolling
Jessica. And Rose. And Tammy. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you snacking on something? Are you drinking something? Let us know.
Hey Joshua.
Hey Joshua, something. Josh and Leslie, saw them. They were hanging with Big Bear Homestead.
Yeah.
And oh man, I would have loved to have been there. Hello, Jesse Small Homestead at work.
We're gonna miss somebody. We apologize. We're trying to say hi to everyone when you come in.
Crafty Kristen,
And
Halls
I know
and Garden.
some people end up joining us about halfway through, but that's awesome.
Amy.
We want you to watch too.
Yep. Kelly, it was a beautiful day in Kentucky. I agree.
Oh man, though I'm tired.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. So let's start from the beginning.
Well,
let's tell everybody.
So we planned on going to the Deep South gathering.
Yes.
And to the point where we actually had the motel pulled up on the website, getting ready to click and make the reservations. And a few things happened. We decided, you know what, we need some family time. And, you know, there's just a lot going on right now. And so we took care of some family. And I think everything's going okay so far. There's a lot of other issues too. You know, my parents are trying to get a house ready to sell. And my sister's having some health issues. My sister's got that procedure tomorrow. So if you know the Lord and you know the power of prayer, say a prayer for my sister. She's going to have a series of procedures. One of them starts tomorrow. So I'm not going to get into all the details, but just I'll leave it at that, and hopefully everything will go well.
Looks like we have a helper in the other room. Thanks.
Oh. Yeah.
That's our daughter.
We got, yeah.
She's our little Jordan Farm. Huh? Oh, it's Parker.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
Parker. Yeah, okay, so it's
All right.
Parker.
Sorry, it's the other
Parker,
kid.
yeah, Parker is commenting for us.
I am snacking on Skinny Pop. And no judgment, people. Sipping on a Coke Zero.
Let's see.
So we actually got home this afternoon from our weekend getaway.
Well, we had to take care of some things, and then we thought, you know what, we've just got to go have some fun with the kids.
Yes.
And do something enjoyable and something that we haven't done in what,
years.
7 or 8 years?
Probably no longer. I'd say a decade.
Maybe 10 years. So we just got back a few hours ago from Gatlinburg.
Yep.
So
there's Marianne.
we had to go do something fun and enjoyable since it's been so kind of crazy and out of whack here. So yeah, we just been running nonstop.
Yeah. I will say part of what the reason for taking a weekend just for family time. There's Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. Awesome.
Our daughter is fixing to start her senior year of high school. And for those of you who have older children, you know exactly what I mean. So yeah. we just really felt like it was time for we just needed some family time.
Yeah.
And it was a concentrate. There was no videoing for YouTube. There was none of that. We just spent time together. We went to the Titanic Museum. We went out to eat. How did I do on Weight Watchers? Terrible. I counted nothing. Absolutely nothing. I would not doubt if I have gained weight this weekend, but we enjoyed our time together, and got back. Eating popcorn too. I have never had the Boom Chicka Pop. Is it any good? It must be, because I see it everywhere. But yeah, but let me tell you, before we get off on everything, just talking about Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, we saw a lot of the remains of the fire that went through there.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy. There were condominiums that were completely gutted. Like, there was nothing left but concrete. It was just craziness.
There was a whole lot of foundations with nothing on it, and a whole lot of mountainsides that are still charred. I think it's been about 2 years now, I think. It was crazy to see the amount of damage.
It was.
There he
Hey,
is.
Andrea. You're right, Nanda.
Been helping us in the next room.
Yep. Still fires in Melbourne. A week and a half of fires. Wow. You are supposed to eat good on vacation. That is very true. But yeah, I was just like, someone get this food away from me. But yeah. But it was nice though. Now it's time. It's, focus. Time to get refocused. Did it drop land prices? I have no idea.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too.
I doubt it. It looked like, well, not only could we see where a lot of stuff was lost, but you can also see where there were, I don't know if it was dozens or hundreds, it seemed like, of new cabins and new condominiums being built back. Probably the ones that burnt, I'd say 90% of them were probably rebuilt already. So what we saw that wasn't rebuilt, we kind of went up and drove way up in the mountains on those crooked little roads that you can only go about 10 miles an hour.
Oh my word.
If you drop off the curve, you're gone.
You're gone, yeah.
And stuff like that. So, but yeah.
Yes. One of my awesome cousins has a condo out there and let us stay free of charge. So
it was pretty cool.
It was very awesome of him, or both of them, he and his wife, to let us do that, just because since we didn't have to pay for lodging, we were able to afford to do the things that we got to do. And yeah, it was great. We went and saw the Titanic Museum. What else? We went to
Which was awesome.
We went to Ripley's Aquarium, which was really, really cool. Well, we've been there before, but it's been years. But anyway, so yeah, it was really nice.
Like I said, it's been about 10 years
The old-
since we've done anything like that. Anytime we do a family vacation, it's also in conjunction with maybe a conference we're going to, maybe we're going to visit other family out of state, or something like that. So, and with our kids getting older, and they're kind of, just, they got their own interests now, and we decided we've got to do this.
Yep.
And but anyway.
So let's see. We have not eaten at the Old Mill. That was he wanted to go by there, but we didn't. We did eat.
We've been in it.
We went to Calhoun's. We went to what is that? Crockett Pancake. What is it? Crockett Breakfast Club. I don't know.
Crockett.
It's got the big cast iron skillet out front. We ate there.
That was good.
It was.
That was good. Those are the only two I would recommend that we ate at.
Well, and then we ate at Huck Finn, which that's almost every time that we go to Smokies, we eat at Huck Finn's Catfish House.
I don't think I will no more.
It was definitely not as good as it has been in the past.
Definitely kind of, it's time to find a new place. Yeah.
Aw.
Anyway.
Let's see. Hey, Homemade Mama. There are so many of y'all here. Let's see. I wanted to say, Andrea, your lunch sounds amazing.
Parker's saying hi to Dave.
Mary Elizabeth, I cannot believe you started a bakery. I wondered where you went because I've not talked to you in forever. Let's see. Did you go to the island? My kids love the fountain. I don't know what that is.
We did.
We did? What is that? The island?
That's where our daughter went to Build-A-Bear.
Oh.
That's the island with the fountains.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, then yes. Yes, we did go there.
We did go there.
Yes.
That was our first. I don't think that existed the last time we were there.
I don't think it did either.
That was a new place
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Maybe it's been there 5 years. It was new to us.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there was anything. Yeah, there was a lot of different, there were new shops there. I was trying to think, what's the coolest thing that we saw or did while we were there?
And some of you that have a homestead and you've got livestock, you've got things going on, it's hard to get away. It's very hard to get away. I think Amy Fuel just posted something on the Homesteaders of America site about that, about how to handle that. And so that's a struggle in itself. And also we're getting ready. Well, we're in the process of building our new place and getting things ready. And so I guess it was good that we took this trip before we get into all this. We definitely can't take it like a month from now when
things are coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who are catching up, we went to the Smoky Mountains just for a little family getaway.
Yeah. Well, we had to
We
deal.
didn't-
We were dealing with some stuff. Well, we took care of some family stuff. But we had to do something fun. So we went to the Smokies. We went to Gatlinburg. We did the aquarium. We did the Titanic Museum, which
was
is
cool.
really cool.
You know what?
Very cool.
I saw the apple barn the day before, yesterday. I saw it yesterday on our way back to the condo. I was like, oh my goodness, there's an apple barn here.
Yep.
And then he said, do you want to go tomorrow before we head back home?
I said, let's go. Let's go in the morning on the way to home.
I said, I'm ready to go home. Let's
Yeah.
just go home.
By the time we woke up this morning, we
were
wanted
ready.
to go home.
Yeah. But,
And we did go to the
what? I didn't know there was a homeschool discount.
where?
I guess
At the Apple Barn?
No, I'm guessing
Smoky
at the...
Mountain Knife?
No, shush. I'm guess she's
We went
talking
there
about...
twice.
She's talking about the Titanic. That is awesome. I need at least 25 chickens.
Well, I did read that they had school discounts, but it was like 15 people or more. It didn't say a homeschool discount.
Well, that's
It
awesome.
said private schools or public schools, but it said for groups of 12 or 15. I didn't ask.
Well, we did get a little bit of a discount because we bought our tickets online. But
Yeah, we bought our tickets on Groupon.
Groupon is amazing. But anyway, okay, so let's move on from that. But I wanted to say really quick to my friend Andrea. Okay, Andrea lives in Melbourne, Australia. And
Turn that off, buddy.
thank you. And I have to say that Netflix is playing a lot of really cool things from Australia. One of those shows that I am loving right now is called Bringing Sexy Back. And it is I don't know if they show that there in Australia, but they do a journey with people to lose weight and get in shape, and then they give them a makeover. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. So, okay. The Titanic exhibit in Michigan. Dave said that the aquarium is nice. We need one in Bowling Green. I agree. I mean, close to where we live.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's on. next-
Groupon, maybe?
Oh, where are you on?
Lone Star Living.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, in all my years, I've learned always ask for a homeschool discount. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, she
Gotcha.
says it's on Netflix, but she hasn't watched it.
Oh, it's really, really good. Hey, Archer Miss, glad you're back.
So, what'd you get in the mail today, Tangi?
Oh, well, really quick, I wanted to say what Dave is saying about getting an aquarium. Where we live, we absolutely have the potential to have all of those things, and we don't for some reason. Okay, so in the mail today, which last week we mentioned that we got it, or that we ordered it.
Yeah.
We got the Autopilot Garden book written by my dear friend Luke Marion, MI Gardener. And, okay, so this is the copy that we are going to be giving away. We're not giving it away tonight, but we will have a video coming out telling y'all how you can get it. And look, he and his beautiful wife even, oh, where's the page? They signed it. If I can get to it.
No, you passed
I
it.
passed it already? Oh,
Yeah,
the pages
yeah,
are sticking
yeah.
together. Anyway, look at this. It says Grow Big, Luke and Cindy. Isn't that exciting? So, anyway.
I know some of you have this book already.
But is it signed?
But here in the next few days, this week, we're going to come out with a video, and what we'll want people to do probably is to comment on the video, and what we're going to do, we're going to pick from the people that comment on that video.
Yes, we will do a random pick. And
we'll do a random pick.
what's awesome about the
computer picking, we won't pick.
The beautiful photos, Luke's dad took.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Who is such a super nice guy.
Oh my goodness, his dad is such a sweetheart. But anyway, so
She said, send it to Australia.
I started reading it as soon as I got it, and I'm already through the introduction. So it's such a fun read, and it's very cool. And I mentioned this before, and he's even said all of the information that's in this book is on his channel, except this is like a collection of all of that information, which I'm a visual person. And so sometimes if I'm trying to remember something, I need something to go back to. So this is just kind of like your MI Gardener textbook, you know, just something to refer back to and have it, have the copy. So anyway, it's a beautiful book. It is so beautiful. And it's just so exciting.
It is a great book. And if you haven't watched Luke, go to the MI Gardener YouTube channel and just watch some of his videos. He has amazing tutorials, a lot of information. Many of his videos, he talks about the science and the nutrients that certain plants need, that certain soils give, certain compost. It's just a really good. It's very thorough. It's very in-depth. And I'm
glad that we got it before we started building our gardens, because the whole point of the book is he's trying to help us garden, but setting up the systems in such a way that your garden pretty much takes care of itself. When he tells people, I only spend 10 minutes a week in my garden, people, they don't believe him because they just can't imagine that it's possible, but that's...
And he explains it.
Yes.
In the book, he explains how to do this and how to achieve it, and he wants everybody to be successful.
He's been gardening since he was a child, and you know, and he's tried all different kinds of methods of gardening, everything from traditional to raised beds, permaculture, and he said, you know, each system will give you success, but each system also has flaws, so he has figured out a way to take the best of all of them and make them work together. So you have an abundance of harvest and, you know, very little pests, very little weeds, and that you can garden and not spend hours and hours and hours.
So Karen is saying, how do we go to your store? I want the Amish Candy Cookbook.
I need to give you a link.
Yeah, there is a link. It's probably in our past videos. It's probably not showing up on this one yet.
Yeah.
It probably will after we get done with the live show and it gets posted. But there is a link that you can go to your, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I just have to give him a link.
Okay, all right. But it's on your other videos, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be on the last one, just down in the description.
Yeah. Or after this show too, and this loads up for watching later, she'll put the link on there as well.
Luke and Cindy should do a live stream with me. Well, we are trying to figure
You
out
never
a
know.
way that maybe one of these days we can do something together.
Never know. That
So,
may
we'll see.
happen.
It may or may not. We'll see.
May.
We'll see. It might. We'll see.
Oh.
Yes, I do too. I like the Levi Explains episodes. That guy is so funny. And I was at Luke, actually, he FaceTimed us a few days ago. And I told him, I was like, I really like that Levi guy. He is such a character. And
Who's
he's the guy that, he's
Oh.
the curly haired guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, he is such a character. And he and Luke have been friends for years, and they've known each other for a long time. So
Yeah.
anyway, pretty neat. Hey, Bro Farms, did you go to the gathering? How did it go?
Yeah.
Let's see.
How did the Deep South Homestead gathering go? Any updates? Again, we've kind of been out of the loop for the past weekend.
Feels like it, yeah.
Feels like the past week, and we did kind of unplug and you know, we were just doing some family stuff. But are they saying anything?
No. But yeah, so we will have a video coming out very soon about how you can enter to win this book. So super duper excited. And
That'll
yeah.
be this week. That'll be this
It
week.
will.
We're gonna do this really quick. We won't tease you
No.
long. We'll get this up in a couple days.
It was a deep event. Oh, awesome. Let's see. So also, I'll tell you one thing that I was very nervous about leaving my plants. But when we came home, I don't know if you guys saw it on Instagram, but my plants, I mean, they almost doubled in size while we were gone. Oop, there goes and thankfully,
timer just went
I bought a timer for my lights, so they just went off. But let me show y'all a couple of them.
Another show and tell.
Another show and tell.
Yeah.
So
You got dark over here once all the grow lights
I
went off.
know. Okay, so here's one of one of the Jerusalem artichokes. It's very
That's doing
happy.
well, yeah.
Yeah. And then let's see. Let me find another one. Okay, here is a.
Oh, when we got back after being gone all weekend, and she immediately went to these plants
Yeah,
and started
there's-
looking at all of
It's a
them.
cabbage. I swear that one doubled in size.
And she
in
was just
2
like, they're
days.
twice as big as when we left
They
home.
are.
And I
had
think
to
they
raise
are.
the
They
grow
really
lights.
grew.
Yeah, I had to raise the grow lights.
Yes. I don't know if you heard her, but when we got back, while I was unpacking, she was raising the grow lights because
Yeah.
they were almost on the plants.
Yeah. Here's a mortgage lifter tomato plant. Isn't it pretty? Uh-oh, I'm dripping water.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Is there any more that I want to show off?
Wipe,
Yeah.
wipe water off the laptop now.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's all,
All
we're
right.
for now.
Come have a
But-
seat. Uh-oh. And I tried to wipe the laptop down, and now it's, I don't know how that goes
Oh,
off.
thank you, Jump Off A.
How do I get off? Okay.
You got it.
This, nope. What's this? What is going on? Oh my gosh, what's going on?
I don't know. Just hang on a second. It'll be all right.
Computer's going crazy now.
Um,
Did not like me doing that.
but let's see. I was gonna say something else. But yeah, the plants are doing good, and so now we need to try to give them a home. Okay, Jump Off A. We'll do that as soon as we get this pulled back up. Our computer is
Went really crazy
Yeah.
on us.
oops. So yeah, so that's our next big goal is to get some raised beds built, so that way some of these plants have a home to go to as soon as possible. But yeah, everything's looking good. My peppers need to be transplanted. My basil needs to be transplanted, and oh, I know what I was going to tell you. And in my strawberry planter, only 3 of the strawberry seeds have germinated. And so far they're still hanging on.
I don't think it's very happy with me.
Nope, the computer has lost its mind.
Well, I might have got water down in it.
I think, I don't know.
Because it's never done this before.
No, it looks like it's calmed down though. I think you can.
I'm going to give it just a second.
Okay.
Continue talking.
Continue. Oh, so you need to tell them about your random stop today.
My random stop.
The random stop today.
Today. Oh, yeah. Well, let me take care of this first, because this is still messing up.
Okay.
I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't either. It looks more like
It's like I got a button that's pressed and won't come back. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like you fixed it. You want me to? When are the raised beds coming? Hopefully in the next week or so. That's the hope. That's the plan.
Yeah, I was looking at the forecast, and this weekend it's really good weather, and I thought about trying to get some of them built this weekend, but I don't know. If somebody's wanting to, I don't know. I may wait till the weekend after that.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we've got all the material.
And all of the possible hands on board.
Yeah.
Put it in the microwave. You're nuts, Tim Beverly.
Is that Tim?
Yes. A little unfamiliar with us. Can't see easily where about you folks are located. Oh, of course. 3 Basket Living. We are in Kentucky. Had the last of my tomatoes for the summer out. Autumn officially started here a week ago, but still warm weather. Cooler today in mid-70s. That is crazy.
Okay. It's going again.
Okay. 81 in
We just now got the
Louisiana.
comments back up, so we had lost your comments for a moment.
Shauna, we started about almost 30 minutes ago.
Yes, if you don't normally watch us or you're kind of new to our channel, we try to do a live show and just chat with people on Monday nights. We try to go at 8 o'clock Central Time, but daylight saving, no.
Yeah.
We sprung ahead yesterday, and it was so awesome to have all that extra daylight this evening.
Yes.
And
Very exciting.
I'm so happy about this. We should never have to fall back again. We should just keep it like this.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry that y'all didn't get to GoPro Farms, but at least I don't feel as bad that I didn't get to meet you. Let's see. So, Jump Off Egg, you are now a moderator. Thank you so much for volunteering. You're the best.
You. Yes, we really appreciate that.
To get rid of the mold on my plants, I actually did a couple of different things. First, I sprayed them with baking soda water, which I'll have to look up the ratios again. But it's a solution that M.I. Gardner told me about, and I sprayed it with that, and then I sprinkled cinnamon on it to keep it from growing back, and that has worked out very well.
1870s Homestead's here.
Yay!
Hey.
Hey guys! And then I also, then I got fungus gnats.
Lunda's got to leave early.
Okay. You got company, we'll have fun. And
Oh
thank you
yeah,
so much
enjoy
for
your
stopping
company.
by.
Thanks for helping us out tonight.
So then I got fungus gnats, and then I used, I sprinkled DE on some of the plants, and on the other plants I used a peroxide and water solution, and then used cinnamon again, and that actually worked faster than the DE. So just
Okay, so Kentucky Preacher's Wife says she saw a huge electric pressure canner. What are your thoughts on electric versus stovetop?
Well, my understanding is that electric pressure canners are may not get hot enough, at least not for the USDA's liking, to safely pressure can foods. So that's really all I know about them.
I don't know
I like stovetop.
Pros and cons. We've got a stovetop. It's what we're used to, and so that's what we like. Jump Off A has got your link posted.
Yes, thank you so much. So Jump Off A shared the Amazon link that is to our Amazon store, and that helps us out. If you purchase anything, actually, if you just click on our link and buy something off of Amazon that you're gonna buy anyway, then Amazon pays us a small commission. It's like 4%. Usually just depends on what it is that you buy, but it doesn't add any cost to what y'all get.
No, you still get the same price.
Yeah, it's the same price.
It just
whether you use our link or don't.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the same price. But so anyway, so we appreciate that very much. Let's see, we've had daylight savings here in Melbourne.
No, that's not. That's just the computer is
losing its mind. There are pressure cookers. They are oh, okay. Diana says, yeah, they are pressure cookers, not pressure canners. Now, the some of the electric pressure cookers, like the Instant Pot, it's doing it again.
I think it's because you got water in
that's
this.
So weird. Do have a canning option, but like I said, it's not recommended to use because they don't think that it can get hot enough to safely pressure can. Let's see, I missed something. Let's see, 3 Basket Living says, and they aren't as reliable, don't work with electric either. Electric water bath is awesome. I love Balls brand. I have not ever tried that.
What? Shauna, you don't like daylight savings? Are you saying you don't like what we're doing now where we have extra daylight? You liked it getting dark early, or you didn't like that
I think she just means she doesn't like the time changing.
I don't like the time changing at all, but I want the daylight. When I get home from work, I don't want it to be dark. I want to still have a few hours of daylight where I can still get stuff done. I hate getting home and it's dark at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Hey, Jamie. See, Jamie O'Connor says, I think I'm just south.
Yeah, when you're changing the fall. Yeah. Okay. I'm right there with you. I just wanted to know what you were talking about.
Yay. Yeah. I generally will start most of my seeds mid-February. And then, of course, everything else will get direct sown. So we'll see. I love my Instant Pot, but I don't think I'd ever use it for canning. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, I personally don't feel comfortable enough to can in my pressure canner or pressure cooker. But
she says our chickens love daylight savings time.
Yeah. I love it. Also great for making a big batch of bone broth for several days and keep your stovetop free. That sounds very cool. I'll have to check that out. Amen, Homestead. Hey. Said Arizona does not have daylight savings time. That's, wow. I can't even imagine that. I can't imagine life where the time is the same all the time. That sounds awesome. Let's see. In Wisconsin, we get dark about 4 p.m. in the winter. Wow, that's nuts. Wow.
At least we're not in Alaska where it might be dark for several weeks.
Yeah.
And then it's daylight constantly for several weeks.
Oh, yeah. I already know I can't handle that.
Well, your granddad, it really messed with his health when he lived up there.
Yeah. We actually, where we were staying at my cousin's condo, there was a street light right outside the master bedroom window, and that messed with me. I kept waking up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning thinking, oh, it's time to get up. And then it wasn't, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. Yeah, I would have to get some major blackout.
Speaking of sleep, I can't quit yawning.
I know.
But it's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
I mean, we've for half the day we've been on the road, and the other half of the day we've been unpacking and
laundry.
We are still trying to fix our basement.
Yeah, we went down there, tried to arrange some stuff.
And then my dad, he needed some help with that house that they're working on, and with my sister, and so I went over there for a couple hours. And then on the way home, about a mile up the road,
Oh yeah, We were going to tell this story.
We were going to tell this story. I might as well get into it. So, about a mile up the road from us is just a home and a farm, and there's a little wooden sign out front that says it's like a blueberry farm. But I noticed a bunch of greenhouses sitting back there in the back. I noticed a huge pile of compost, and I was thinking, where do they get their compost? We're getting ready to build raised beds. Maybe I need to stop and talk to these people. So I pulled in, and the woman that owns the place, her and her husband, she was there, and she was super friendly, and they have thousands of blueberry plants that they sell and ship all over the world. All over the country, I think all over the world too. And then they have rows of blueberries. In the spring or summer, you can go buy strawberries and blueberries
It's
there.
like a you pick farm.
And pick them. But she got to tell me about her husband, how he gets his compost and mixes it and everything. And so they said that they would help us out in trying to get some. And then she started talking about how they homeschooled their kids. How we've got Amish that's been working the farms around us. Turns out they've got a couple of Amish people that actually live as tenants on their farm and help with this.
Yep.
Then there's just like, hey, does your son like to fish? Yeah. I said, see the big pond? We just had it stocked with fish. You want to come fish? And I was like, are you serious? And they said, yeah. And so they're looking forward to meeting you. They're looking forward to meeting you.
We have moved to the best place ever.
Yes, I told them about Homesteaders of America. I was wearing the t-shirt while I was there, and I told them kind of how, for the last couple of years, we've been really involved with them, and that really got the bug started, and we really wanted to start using our land more efficiently. And they just seemed very excited about helping us, or just, wanting us to come and talk with them more about this.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was really cool. Sometimes you just never know till you pull in and you reach out to meet somebody.
Yes.
It was really cool.
The name of the company is. Well, somebody's asking if they can order.
Well, we'll send them a message.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to
Homemade
tell
Mama.
them the name of the company.
Okay.
Seriously, I don't. Not
Okay.
on social media.
Okay. I will private message
Because
you.
then people will know.
Okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kristen wants to know, will y'all post more homeschool videos? If you give me a specific thing, I can probably do a video. I feel like there's so many more qualified people out there. I mean, I do want to help because I believe in homeschooling and I would love to help anybody in that. But yeah, just if you give me a specific topic, that might help.
And as our kids are getting older, they're getting a little more self-efficient with, hey, you need to do your such and such schoolwork, and they just go do it.
Yeah.
There's things that we get more involved with, but that's kind of the way it is right now sometimes.
Yep, our kids are very, I think the main thing is that we are an interest-led homeschool, and that really directs a lot of what we do. I always start the year off thinking, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, but it morphs as my children's interests change. They learn more when they're excited and they're interested about something, and you can definitely turn whatever it is that they're into, you can use it to encompass all subjects. So it's just, I don't know.
So as far as going back to the blueberry plants, is it the Homemade Mama? Is she the one?
Yes,
Okay. Is she on our Facebook page?
We follow each other on Instagram. I can send her.
Well, on Instagram, you need to message her and let her know.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was like, don't.
Wait. Okay, yeah. All right. So what are we talking about? Oh yeah. And also, Kristen, if you don't follow Chaos and Grace, she talks a lot about homeschooling on her channel. She's also a homesteader, and she's an awesome, wonderful person.
Yeah.
Hey, Amy Fuel. Yeah, and there's Miss Amy. Got to talk to her for a few minutes today, and I love that, you all know she's expecting her second child in June, and she had said, we're not going to garden this year, having a baby and everything. And then it was like, well, I'll just grow a few things. Well, now she's planning an all-out garden.
Well,
so, when you're a homesteader,
that's how things go.
that's just how things go. I love it.
With the M.L. Gardner, he always says, grow big.
Yeah.
But, just go big or go home. If you're going to start it, might as well go all out.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Amy, makes me think of Homesteaders of America. You need to, if you guys are not following Homesteaders of America on Instagram or Facebook, then you absolutely need to. They are posting new information about this year's conference. They've got their final speaker lineup. So excited to see all of the folks that they've got lined up. But Amy did message me today and said, I still have people asking if you guys are planning on attending the conference this year. And as of right now, we are not making any plans to attend this year. We'd love to. So if anything happens between now and then, we'll let y'all know. But as of right now, with Emily coming up on her senior year of high school, and we just have so many things that we need to take care of, we're not making
and it's
plans.
such a long trip for us. It's a 10-hour drive, and we've made it the last 2 years, and we actually had visited some friends up in Virginia the 2 or 3 years before that. So we've done that in October for the last 5-6 years in a row. And this year I think we've got some, like she said, with our daughter getting older, and she's playing softball now. She's going to be senior, and it's just, I don't know if we can.
Yeah.
If it was just 2 or 3 hours away, we wouldn't miss it at all.
Oh, absolutely
There's no
not.
way.
Yeah, but it's
but
quite the haul for
It's
us.
a huge ordeal for
Yeah.
us, like a big vacation plan.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. JJL Forge said, don't forget to check out the hands-on workshops. And I'm telling you what, to me, I think that's one of the best things that Amy decided to do with the conference, is having these hands-on workshops, because for myself to be doing something that I've only ever seen people do on YouTube or read about it on a blog, but to have someone who's been doing it for years to walk beside me and show me hands-on actually how to do something is just like, it's worth way more than what they charge you to do. So check out the hands-on workshops, see if there's anything there that you're interested in, and get your tickets as soon as you can. And then 3 Baskets Living.
Boy, I don't know what I did. Look at the screen.
That's okay. Our computer has lost its mind. 3 Basket Living actually asked a really good question. How much time or focus do you spend or teach on the Constitution as a homeschool? I'm curious about that due to much less being done in public schools. We love our country, and we really feel strongly about the original intent of our founding fathers when they wrote the Constitution. So we talk about that daily. Anytime something comes up in the news, and we don't do like a formal sit down about the Constitution.
No, we don't.
But anytime it comes up, I mean, the kids watch I say the news. We talk a lot about politics in our house. We talk about, things that are happening in the political arena, and we discuss it with our kids openly.
There is a free Constitution course you can take that we are going to sign our daughter up for. It's free. It's through Hillsdale College, so you can do their Constitution course. Our daughter loves to follow politics too, and loves founding father history, so she really gets into it. So we do talk about that a lot. we do follow another website called Wall Builders, and they have a lot of online resources about the Constitution. They have a Constitution Alive DVD set, and if you want to spend some money and buy this, we haven't done it yet, but their podcast, they podcast several of the episodes every once in a while, so we'll listen to them, and that will give us some ideas, and we might teach on a subject here and there according to that.
Right. Yeah, and we, you know, and make no mistake, I mean, we consider ourselves to be conservative constitutionalists, but both sides of the aisle are wrong at times. And so that is something that we do try to address with our kids. You know, it's like, well, this, you know, this is the law that they're trying to pass, or this is what they're trying to accomplish, but here is why it is wrong, or here's what needs to be done according to
And a lot of well, actually, it is a law that every state must spend at least 1 week teaching the Constitution. I don't know if they enforce that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of schools don't do it, especially if they're in very liberal districts.
Right.
They're not going to do it because they don't want kids to know their rights, because when they make the laws and they don't go along with the Constitution, kids have never been taught it. They don't know they're being done wrong. So they just have to go along with it.
right.
But I want to say this before we get too far off the subject, which we probably already have. But back to Amy. Amy Fuel, we did talk about Homesteaders of America earlier in the show because we were talking about going out of town or going on a vacation and leaving your homestead, and how do you cope with that? How can you deal with that? And you had just posted some stuff about that topic. And so if they want to go there and that, you know, learn more about that, you've got some resources that you've already posted.
Right. Yep. So definitely check them out. And again, going back to the Constitution and the Homesteaders of America.
We're flipping back and forth.
Well, but this actually ties it together. One of the things that I love that Amy does is she really tries to stay up on the laws as far as how they affect homesteaders. And so usually if there is something that's coming up in your state, you can send that to Amy or share a link with her and say, hey, you know, this bill is coming up in I don't know, in Idaho, and they're wanting to outlaw raw milk consumption. Well, she can share that and will on the Homesteaders of America page and community, so that way it can alert people in that state, hey, you need to talk to your legislators about this. So anyway, so Homesteaders of America is a really great resource for homesteaders, and you know, anytime there's a bill or a law or something that people need to be aware of, they like to share that information. Now, she doesn't go and look for it for you, but if it's brought to her attention, she will share that. So anyway, just thought that would put that out there.
Kentucky Preacher's Wife also wants that blueberry info.
All right.
So you better jot these down.
I bet.
You're gonna miss it.
Let me find a. Okay, look, y'all. I'm fixing to stand up to go get a piece of paper. I just put on my oversized sweatpants for the evening, so.
So now you've drawn attention to it.
Well, I'm just saying, people are going to
Let's see. Oh, awesome. I need to check that course out. It was pretty cool going to DC a year or two ago.
Yeah.
After the Homesteaders of America conference. And we got to see the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence.
Kind of got a lump in my throat. Seeing
it was pretty cool.
It was very cool.
It's really neat. You can't study the Constitution without studying the Declaration of Independence. It's kind of like you can't build a house without putting the foundation down first. So definitely, if you're going to do some Constitution classes, you've got to include the Declaration of Independence. Just saying.
Yes.
Just saying. Anyway.
Thank you, Amy. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Mark. Hey, Junior. Okay. All sorts of rights they need. Yeah, and that's the thing, too, is that there are so many people in government that don't know the Constitution, or they just blatantly ignore it.
They know it, they want to play by their own rules. They want to change it so they can play by their own rules.
It's funny. Okay, so fine. I won't point out my big britches anymore.
Wow, what?
People were like, "Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed it if you hadn't pointed it
Yeah,
out."
and I was like, thank you for drawing attention to it.
Well,
so that's what you do.
You know, I'm just saying, I'm comfortable. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. But yeah, you get this guy started on the Constitution. He gets all fired up.
I do.
He loves talking about that.
Yeah. Probably that's when everybody starts. Bye-bye. Good night.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people think that it's an outdated document that needs to be changed, and I disagree. I disagree completely. But someone did ask, they commented that it's out at their house. They're the same way with talking about creation as a fact instead of as. And of course we do too. I mean, we're Christians, and of course I say that there are some Christians that don't believe in the literal 6 days of creation. But now I did have my daughter do a study on evolution and write a paper on Darwin. And I feel like that's important too, because when you're out in the world, that's what you're going to hear, and you need to know what people are talking about, and you also need to know how to argue it. So, so we've done some apologetics.
What's going on? Oh man.
I don't know what's happened. He's messing with the focus and whatnot. This looks like it has been zoomed.
It went to full screen. And it said press F11 to exit full screen, and that doesn't do it.
Doesn't do it. It looks kind of like I don't know.
Well, and then I've also somehow enlarged. I don't know. I've really messed this thing up.
That's what things are changing. Our kids' apologetics must be spot on. That is so true. Sasha, no more keto for me. I am doing Weight Watchers. And the reason for that is because, how much time do you have? I love keto as far as the food is delicious. I mean, who doesn't love butter and bacon and heavy whipping cream? But when you get on keto, you cannot get off of keto. And I'm not going to live like that. I learned that the hard way. I did the 1 month, lost 7 pounds, went off of it, gained 20. So there's that. Let's see. Everyone's saying hit the escape key. Have we been to the Creation Museum? Yes, we have. We very, very much enjoyed the Creation Museum.
Escape's not working.
We have not been to the Ark. One of these days we'd like to go. But the Creation Museum, we highly recommend. We really liked it. Let's see. 6,000 years. Is 6,000 years of creation one day equals 1,000 years to the Lord? I would disagree.
That is taken out of context. If you're studying what that scripture is talking about, it's not talking about that at all.
Well, it says
it's actually answering a question about something else, and people take that as to time in creation, and I mean that would be a whole nother lesson, a whole nother hour. But that's, if you really read what he's talking about, they're not talking about that subject at all, and people always take that verse to use for that subject, and really.
Well, I just go back. I mean, the Lord is simple. His word is simple. And in Genesis, he says, and the day and the night, or the day and the night were the first day. There.
And if you read
Day one.
And in the original Aramaic, which that's what it was originally written in, that word for first day is the original Aramaic word for a literal 1 day.
24 hours.
24 hour. And it didn't just mean
Good
for
night,
a
Josh.
period of time or a span of time. It literally meant 1 day that he was talking about. So we don't need to say God can't do it that way. because then we're saying God's not all powerful. If he can say it and do it in a day, he did. If you start trying to rationalize, well, how can he do all of that and still make it look like it was thousands of years, then we're trying to figure out how, we're trying to work God out of this equation. But anyway.
Well, I will say this really quick because this made me think of it. But a good friend of ours grew up in church, but when she got into college, she really kind of got hung up on time because she was studying astronomy, and some other things. And so, she was just like, I don't understand how we can, scientists can carbon date things and it go back millions of years. Or no, that's not it. She was talking about the light from space. That's what she was talking about. She said, so if this star is millions of light years away, and we're just now, and we're seeing its light now, but we believe in a new Earth, like that's conflicting. That doesn't make any sense. And so, one of the dear brothers that were there, he said, if you were in the Garden of Eden and you came across Adam and you see this man, you would look at him and you would assume that he was 25 years old by the way he looked. But if you asked him how old he was, he could have said, well, the Lord created me 5 minutes ago. The Lord created the earth with apparent age. And just, I don't know, the way he said it was so simple. I'm like, of course he did. So, people, they look at things, they look at mountains and the dirt and how long did it take? Well, if we believe in an almighty God that intelligently designed everything, why do we think that he is limited by how things appear? He's not. He created everything with apparent age. But anyway, I just thought that was cool and wanted to share. Okay.
I'm just reading some of the comments. Anyway, what do you allow a channel shout out? This is a special channel. Do we allow a channel shout out?
So I think she's asking for people to talk about other channels.
We have shouted out channels, and we have let other people
Good night,
shout out channels. So yeah, we allow channel shout outs. If it's another channel that can help people, that's fine with me. We do need to wrap this up though.
We do, yes.
Yes, because our hour is up. And
hey, Gooseberry Homestead, thanks for coming by.
And I still haven't figured out this computer.
I know.
I
hope I didn't.
I've hit. It's maybe once it dries out, it'll be okay. But it definitely got water down in this. It won't even work now.
Huh. Oops.
So, thanks a lot.
Sorry. Sorry.
Good thing we got the mouse here with us, or we wouldn't be able to do
I
anything.
know. It's late because we've traveled and
yes, it's
we've
really
done a lot
late for
today.
us, and we've had such a busy day and a busy weekend, and we actually thought we probably wouldn't even do the show tonight, but we got M.I. Gardner's book in the mail, and we was like, well, we gotta talk about his book, and in a couple of days we're gonna be doing a video. And you can comment on the video, and we're gonna do a computer random pick and give this awesome book away.
Changing Wind said, have Parker look at the computer. Kids can figure them out. That's true.
Yeah.
Someone else said to slap it. We could try that too.
Yeah. Put some duct tape on it.
Yes, I heard, Alan said y'all missed a great message by Jess. I hope somebody got that on video because I heard that it was awesome.
Missed a great what?
Message by Jessica from Roots and Refuge spoke at the Deep South Gathering.
Oh, really?
And she must have got on fire because I heard someone say she didn't speak. Girlfriend preached. So
Okay.
we'll have to see see what that was about. Pour some rice over the keyboard and place a towel over that. Sorry,
Sorry,
don't try to
jumping
work
everywhere
the rice
as
into
we're trying to read it.
Just let it sit overnight and dump it off in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we might give that a go.
Yeah.
Can't wait for your videos. Hope you have a good day. Thank you so much.
Yes.
We don't have any videos made yet. Like I said, we've been taking family time, and so I've got nothing.
She's going to be
lined
playing
up.
catch up this week, but again, in a couple of days, 2 or 3 days from now, we're going to have a M.I. Gardner video up about book giveaway.
Art of Creation said, take your big pants and go to bed.
Okay.
I just might
let's
do
go.
that.
All right. All right.
Oh,
Thanks for
man.
chatting with us.
Yes.
Hope everybody has a good week, a blessed week, an amazing week.
Mm-hmm.
And hope everybody starts to getting some decent weather and spring
Yes.
starts really getting here like it should.
Yes, and be watching for our video on how you can win M.I. Gardner's Autopilot Garden book. And